Hi, my name's Kurt. Welcome to 7 Best Things. Today we'll be counting down the 7 best songs by the Alan Parsons Project. I'm going to be joined by my son, Douglas, who's the host of Doug's Film and TV. So let's get started with the countdown. Today we're counting down the 7 best songs of the Alan Parsons Project. And I have as my special guest my awesome son and also the host of Doug's Film and TV reviews right here on YouTube. His name is Doug. Douglas, good to have you here.
Thanks. Thank you for having me on. And it's just called Doug's Film and TV.
Oh, thanks. Doug's Film and TV. So make sure you get that right, but check that channel out. We had the chance to go see Alan Parsons live in concert just about a week ago. We had a great time. It was an awesome concert, and it inspired us to do this countdown today, counting down our 7 favorite Alan Parsons songs based on the studio albums. So it's impossible to get them all in one countdown. We had to leave so many good songs out. It was really hard, but we're going to do our best and share with you. Douglas and I are going to share our 7 individual lists, and then we'll share with you a combined list at the end of this video. Douglas, how did you like the concert last week?
It was pretty good. I really enjoyed it, and there were so many good songs.
Yes. Yeah, so many good songs, just so much to see. It's really a great experience if you have the chance to go see Alan Parsons. So with that in mind, let's get on with the countdown. And I'm going to let Douglas as my guest. He's going to get to share his number 7 first. Douglas, what's your number 7 favorite Alan Parsons song?
All right, so for number 7, it's Silence and I.
Wow, Silence and I. That's a great song.
Mm-hmm.
So what did you like about Silence and I?
I kind of like how it just starts slowly, and you can just hear the orchestra going for it.
Yeah, that's an amazing orchestration.
But the lyrics are quite amazing when you just hear it.
Yeah, very powerful lyrics
Very powerful,
as well.
yeah.
Yep. All right, number 7 for me is Don't Answer Me from Ammonia Avenue.
Ooh.
Lead vocals by Eric Wolfson. It's the first single off of Ammonia Avenue. Hit number 15 in 1984 is their last top 20 hit. It has, I like about this one, it has a 1950s feel that is really accessible. It's meant to have a Phil Spector wall of sound type of production, and it was a great single. I remember it being played on the radio a lot in 1984, and you could watch the video on MTV in heavy rotation. The video, by the way, have you ever seen the video?
Oh, no, I haven't.
Oh, you have to check the video out. It's this great animated video done in an old-time style. It's really neat. It fits the song really well, and it's just a great single off the Ammonia Avenue album. And like I said, it was a big, big hit for them. Maybe their second biggest hit.
All right.
Yes. What's your number 6?
Well, number 6, well, this is going to be surprising, yeah. Don't Answer Me.
Don't Answer Me. That's all right. Well, we're on that one. What do you like about that song?
Well, the interesting part was about Don't Answer Me is that guitar solo. When you just hear that guitar strumming, it just sounds like an old country song. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
Like, it just sounds like a country song when you just hear that song.
Yep. It's definitely got an old-time feel to it.
It does.
Yeah, I really like it. Yeah, it's a great song, and they played that one in concert.
They did, yeah.
One of the first songs they played. It was really good.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Anything else about Don't Answer Me?
Oh, boy, no, I got nothing to add.
All right. My number 6 is off of the Eye in the Sky album. It's a song called Old and Wise. It was also a single off that album. I don't know if it hit the charts or not. Lead vocals by Colin Blunstone, and his vocals are beautifully done. It has a beautiful melody with lush orchestration. Alan Parsons does just an amazing job of production on the song, don't you think? Yeah, and it's just really... And the lyrics, what do you think of the lyrics of Old and Wise?
I think it was very interesting, I will admit. But like I said, this one had an orchestra. Mm-hmm. Is that right?
Yeah, this one has an orchestra as well.
The interesting part about Old and Wise is that it kind of does sound more like a Moody Blues song than an Alan Parsons Project song. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think you've got a great point. There's a lot of... The Moody Blues, like Alan Parsons, have great production and beautiful melodies and some interesting lyrics that are more than just love songs. And this one's part of that.
Like, did Alan Parsons ever produce, like, the Moody Blues?
No, he should have. That would be great.
That would have been interesting.
That would be a team up I'd like to see. Alan Parsons producing the Moody Blues. Mm-hmm. The Alan Parsons Project, by the way, is basically a partnership between Alan Parsons, maybe the most famous producer of all time, produced Dark Side of the Moon. He produced Al Stewart's Year of the Cat. He did all sorts of amazing production. He even worked with the Beatles on Abbey Road and Let It Be.
Yeah, he was sound engineer on Let It Be and Abbey Road.
Yeah, so he's might be the most famous producer of all time.
Yeah, an interesting part was when we were at the concert, someone told us that he produced Magic by Pilot.
Yeah, that's one of our favorite songs too.
I did not know that.
No, we love that song and didn't know that was an Alan Parsons song as well. So a lot of songs that you like may have been produced by Alan Parsons. You didn't realize it. Eric Wolfson was his partner for Alan Parsons Project, and he was a talented songwriter, gifted singer as well. He sings a lot of the songs that became hits for the Alan Parsons Project. He was considered by Parsons the main lyricist of the songwriting team, but Alan Parsons and Eric Wolfson co-wrote a lot of the songs together. So that was my number 6, Old and Wise. Oh, yeah, of course, before we end that, another part that I love about Old and Wise, the saxophone solo at the end.
Oh, yes.
Wasn't that amazing in concert?
That was amazing, yes. And when you hear it on the record, it's still amazing.
Yeah, you think the song's over. And then all of a sudden the drums kick in, and then you have this incredible saxophone solo to close the song. It's just great. So, great lyrics. Kind of melancholy, but in a beautiful sort of way. So that was my number 6, Old and Wise. Let's move on to number 5. What's your number 5, Douglas?
Number 5, you're going to get your fingers burned.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a rocker.
That is such a rocker. I just like the song, and it had some good music to it and good guitars as well.
Yeah, that was another great song that they played in concert, right?
Yeah.
And it's a great rocker. Alan Parsons plays some rock and roll as well, and that's a great rock and roll song.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What else do you like about that?
For some reason, I just like the title of that song.
The title's good too. You're going to get your fingers burned. Don't play with fire, kiddo.
But I think one of the things I like about the lyrics when he says, "Now you see me, now you don't."
Yeah,
that's just so interesting.
Yep. It's a great song. It's off the Eye in the Sky. It's the first song on the second side of the Eye in the Sky album. So, again, highly recommended. And that's your number 5.
Yeah.
My number 5 is You Don't Believe.
Ooh.
It's on the Ammonia Avenue album, but it was originally on the Best of the Alan Parsons Project in 1983. So they released it on Best of the Alan Parsons Project and then included it in the 1984 Ammonia Avenue album. It was a single, but it wasn't a big hit single. It was only number 54. Lead vocals by Lenny Zakatek. And I just think it's a unique song. I've always loved it. It is extremely catchy, incredibly well produced, and the lyrics are phenomenal. They're about 2 people, and one person seems to be taking advantage of the other person. My eyes with your vision, my choice, but always your decision. It has the song musically has driving synthesizers and percussion and drums. It propels it along. And when it hits the middle 8, the face I see before me is both sides of a mirror. You really know you got a hold on me. That part musically just takes it to a whole nother level. And that's what puts it in my top 5. So number 5 for me, You Don't Believe. Douglas, what's your number 4 Alan Parsons song?
Number 4, Step by Step.
I thought this would be on your list. That was a great song in concert. It made my top 10, but didn't make my top 7.
Ooh, yikes.
But 4. So you have this one pretty high. You really like this song, don't you?
I really like this song because there's something about that song that just sounds so simple. It just sounds like step by step.
Right. It's kind of a simple song in some ways.
Yeah.
But fun to listen to.
It makes fun, but I kind of like the beginning of that song when you hear those synthesizers. That's just really good.
Yeah. They really... It's just a neat song on the album, and boy, again, really accessible, really fun to listen to. Again, it was a highlight of the concert that we saw. It was kind of neat. They played the entire Eye in the Sky album at our concert, and that was really great.
Yeah. Were you disappointed they didn't play your favorite album?
Yeah. My favorite album is Turn of a Friendly Card, and it was originally supposed to be the Turn of the Friendly Card tour, and then Alan Parsons comes on and says, well, we were going to do that in 2020 for the 40th anniversary of Turn of a Friendly Card, but this is 2022, so we're going to do the entire Eye in the Sky album instead. I'm like, no! I want to hear Turn of a Friendly Card. But they didn't do that song. They did a couple songs from Turn of a Friendly Card, but they did play the entire Eye in the Sky album, which was brilliant and awesome. They did a great job. Yeah. So that was your number 4, right?
Yeah, number 4.
All right. My number 4 is one you mentioned already, Silence and I, the 7.5-minute opus, lead vocals by Eric Wolfson. It is a perfect complement to Old and Wise, kind of a melancholy song with amazing production, instrumentation, and some gorgeous orchestration. The lyrics are about being alone. Sometimes you're all alone and your only companion is silence. Then you have that beautiful, it starts out as a beautiful ballad. I love the structure of the song. It starts out as a beautiful ballad, and then you get the orchestration instrumental section in the middle, and it turns into an energetic gallop. It builds and builds with all sorts of horns and other things like that, and then closes again with the beautiful ballad. Right. It's a wonderful structure and an amazing song.
Like, here's an interesting question. Like, could you see that as a Moody Blues song?
Yeah, I think a lot of these. I think there's a lot of similarities. Alan Parsons is kind of like Moody Blues. They have like one foot in the prog rock area and one foot in the rock and pop area.
Because Genesis was progressive rock.
Yeah. Genesis is similar too.
Similar to that as well.
You know, they have they're album oriented but have great singles as well.
When you hear the album version, Eric Wolfson?
Who sang it?
Yeah.
It was Eric Wolfson sang Silence.
Yeah, like when you hear that voice on that album, that is absolutely good.
Yeah, he does a great job, doesn't he? He does a great job. It's sad we've lost Eric Wolfson. He's no longer with us, but he did a wonderful job singing that on the album, and of course co-wrote it along with Alan Parsons.
Yeah, what year did he pass away? Do you know?
I think it was 2009.
Okay, because I think the Alan Parsons Project split up like in 1990. That's when I looked.
Yeah, they went in their own separate ways. Eric Wolfson went on to write musicals.
Oh, he did?
And Alan Parsons did his own things and, took a band down the road, and that's what he's still doing today. So.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
So my number 4 is that beautiful song from Eye in the Sky, Silence and I. Now we get to our top 3. So Douglas, what's your number 3?
Well, number 3, and I think you already mentioned this, Old and Wise.
Yeah, that's such a great song.
That's amazing, yeah.
What do you like about Old and Wise?
I think Old and Wise, like I said before, I could see that as a Moody Blues song as well.
Yep.
It just sounds like a Moody Blues song when you hear it. What would be a good Moody Blues song to compare Old and Wise to? Do you know?
That's a good question, but it is a little bit like Nights in White Satin. It's kind of got that
it kind of does
orchestration. It's a long song.
It really does sound like Nights in White Satin when you hear it with Old and Wise.
Yeah. Which brings me to my number 3. My number 3 is the title track from the 1981 album, The Turn of a Friendly Card, which is my favorite Alan Parsons Project that he refused to play when I was at the concert. But this is a great song.
Hold on a minute. He actually did play a little bit.
Songs. Yes, he did. I was just waiting for him to play this part, side 2 of the album, which is one of my favorite parts, where it opens with Turn of a Friendly Card Part 1 and closes with Turn of a Friendly Card Part 2. It's an extended suite on the album, and the title track itself melody is beautiful and complicated. The instrumentation is perfect. Again, great production as always. It's delicate in Part 1, and then soaring and powerful in Part 2. When the brass comes in, it is just fantastic. And I love the lyrics. The lyric, the game never ends when your whole world depends on the turn of a friendly card. That is a powerful line which shows how we can be slaves to chance, always depending on a lucky break. It is an amazing song musically and lyrically. What do you think of that song, Turn of a Friendly Card?
I think it's a really good song. I see what you were saying, but yeah, good lyrics and good music on that one.
Right. But not necessarily in your top 7. We'll find out. We still got 2 more to go.
Right.
2 more each to say. What's your number 2, Douglas?
All right, number 2. I got these 2 songs together. Series and Eye in the Sky.
Yeah. That's what I have at number 2 as well. Sirius and Eye in the Sky. What do you like about Sirius and Eye in the Sky?
Well, I actually like the music on Series, and going back from my childhood, like I remember back in 2005, you and I actually went to a wedding reception, and I actually remember where that wedding reception was held at, and it was actually at a huge space near the Hy-Vee on East Kimberly Street.
Right.
Do you remember that?
Right.
Yeah, but I think now that space is now used for Genesis medical equipment.
Okay.
And I think I remember the first time I heard Series was at a wedding reception when the bride and groom were using that as an entrance song. And then 2 years later, in 2007, you and I were at a Chicago Bulls game with Uncle Keith and Uncle Craig and the rest of my cousins. And the Chicago Bulls actually used that as their song.
That's an amazing introduction, isn't it?
Yeah,
Sirius is it's the first song on the Eye in the Sky album. Amazing opener, and yes, it always brings me back to the Bulls. It's actually the Bulls' official theme song now, I think. Yeah. And I had the privilege of attending some of the Bulls games back when, in the 90s, when Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen would be introduced. It would be a pitch dark arena, and Sirius would be booming in the background. That's an unforgettable experience.
That is so unforgettable, yes.
It is the best introducing a lineup song of all time. There's no question about that. Sirius is such a great beginning to that album and a wonderful instrumental. And then it leads into Eye in the Sky, which turns out to be their biggest hit.
It was.
Yeah, number 3 in 1982.
Yeah,
their only top 10 hit.
The reason why I like Eye in the Sky, because I would say this, that Eye in the Sky is one of my favorite albums, and I kind of like the lyrics of this song, like, I can read your mind, I can cheat you.
I can cheat you blind.
I can teach you blind, which I think are some good lyrics.
Yeah, it is. It's kind of, it seems to be somebody saying that, they're in a relationship that they got fooled in and they're not going to get fooled again. Don't try to trick me.
I thought Alan Parsons might be a religious person when he wrote this, but who knows?
Maybe so. Maybe that's what he was talking about.
Who knows?
I get the sense he's saying, I don't want to get fooled again. I don't want to be stuck in a bad relationship. Yeah. But yeah, it's got great lyrics. It became their biggest hit.
Unless if you're Phil Collins.
Poor Phil Collins. Poor Phil Collins. So many sad songs. So many breakups. Poor Phil. We feel for you, Phil. We feel your pain. All right. So, yeah, we agree on number 2, Sirius Eye in the Sky. It'll be interesting to see if we agree on number 1 as well. What's your number 1?
Number 1. Let's see. My number 1 is Games People Play.
My number 1 is Games People Play.
Touche.
Touche, yeah. Well, we're thinking on the same lines.
Yeah. The reason why I like Games People Play is because it is just a hard rockin' song. It just is like, when you hear that chorus going off, whoa, that just sounds like a watch choir when you hear that.
Yep. I love the intro with the sequencer.
Yes!
That's the beginning. That beginning is so catchy. It is so catchy.
Good synthesizers, too.
Yep. And, it takes that gambling theme on the album, applies it to relationships, the games that people play with one another. But like you said, it's a rocker. It is. Yeah, I think that was our favorite song from the concert.
It was.
Yeah, that was their last song they played, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, they usually close with that one because it's a crowd pleaser.
Yeah.
It's one that everybody likes.
But what I like about it was the guitar solos.
Yes.
Yeah.
Love the instrumental section. It starts out kind of moody and mysterious and builds up to that guitar solo. And it's a great guitar solo. Yeah, that was great live, wasn't it?
It was.
Yep. And there's the screaming, ow! You know, that kind of thing.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's just a great song. So that is both of ours #1 song, Games People Play. That was their first top 20 hit, released off the Turn of a Friendly Card album. It hit number 16 back in 1981. So let's go ahead and do our combined list.
All right, number 7.
Turn of a Friendly Card.
Number 6.
Step by Step.
Number 5.
Don't Answer Me.
Number 4.
Silence and I.
Number 3.
Old and Wise.
Number 2.
Sirius / Eye in the Sky.
And the number 1 song off the combined list is...
Games People Play. You take it or you leave it. That's right. Well, that's a great list. We left out so many great songs. If you have songs that you like, if you want to make your own list, please do so in the comments section. I invite you to do so. We love to hear other people's lists and tell us the songs we missed that we didn't discuss. It's a great group. I encourage you to see them if you get the chance. Doug, thanks for being with me today. Thanks for joining me. So what have you got coming up on Doug's Film and TV?
Well, let's see. We actually completed the classic Doctor Who story, The Reign of Terror. That's already out. Planet of Giants. That's already out. Also, we also got the Dalek invasion of Earth on there as well. And the next thing I would be reviewing next is all 4 Beatles movies.
Oh, all 4 Beatles movies.
Yeah, starting with A Hard Day's Night.
Hard Day's Night. What are the other ones?
Help, Magical Mystery Tour, and Yellow Submarine.
Oh, gonna do Let It Be?
That's kind of a documentary, but not like a drama film.
Oh, okay, so you're gonna do the Yellow Submarine. That sounds great.
Yeah.
Sounds like a great lineup. Sounds like a fun thing. Check out Doug's Film and TV. Thanks for joining us on 7 Best Things, and have a great day.
And hey, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel as well.
There you go. All right, have a good day. Thanks for joining us on 7 Best Things. Hope you liked it. If you did, feel free to hit the like button and check out the other videos that are on this channel as well. Thanks and have a great day.